And the Pacific states no longer need to worry about trying to hold that area. How are they doing for war score? That would be this war. Considering they're actually regaining cores and things, I would say they're doing pretty well. Okay, let's hold these positions. We'll let them continue doing the attacking. You're running into there, that's fine. We may try and sneak in behind and take Baja California. Oh, you're going for the naval base. I don't like that. When do we arrive? One day. When do you arrive? I arrive first. No, 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 no. Yay for fast tanks. That's right. You have to attack into me. And communist America's just sitting in here going, "We're coming for you. Oh yes. Oh yes." Not for a while, though. Alright, how is the training going? It's getting there. How are we doing for mechanized? We have enough for 2 more units. From Galagleich, join them. Get a bit more training. We're definitely going to have a nice army ready to go and crush things. Oh, you've just succeeded up there. Let's pause that. Because the tea must be poured. Alright. Let's see if we can get a cut-off here. That's crossing a river. No, I think we're just going to go this way. Which is my favourite of the American factions to play. I really want to do an AUS playthrough. I was going to do that in the Civil War game, but because the USA was in such a weak position compared to the others, it was decided that I should play as them because I have the most experience. But I'd really like to do an AUS game. Okay, so we have the Derry class. We can start building those. We could get fleet. No, we probably want base strike actually, and air doctrine. We're probably going operational integrity. Still 42. 42 is new medium tanks, isn't it? Oh yeah, ages ago. Crap. Let's grab that. Seeing how we're kind of reliant on those tanks. Also 42 I think is new mechanized. Thailand was annexed. Russia took some. So are Russia and Japan allied? They are. Interesting. That's why Russia's suddenly pushing back against the Germans, I'll bet. It's because Japan's starting to arrive. Whoa, not done yet. Just want to get them to recover some organisation before I throw them back into the deep end. And all the while, you don't get to regain any. So the United States, the only one I've played as, yeah. It is. Whoa. Keep attacking. This is a pretty nice medium tank army we're generating here. I'm excited to use them. Alright, come on Pacific States. You're coming in with some really strong units. That would be amazingly helpful in taking these guys down. Alright, you move over here because they're just going to be running off up there. Stop. You attack them. Come on tanks. When do they arrive? 1 hour. Damn it, they escaped. And because there's a unit here, it's going to make it even harder for me to get across. And they're all running. Bugger. You do that. Now, I need to work out a way of getting across. Okay, I've worked out a way of getting across. It's fine. See if I can get around behind here and get a cut off. Then once we own Baja California, I don't want any Pacific States troops here. You need to all be on that border. Oh, they're reinforced. I think we may actually want to attack from behind. So let's go and shift our forces around to here. Does Mexico have a navy? They don't. Good. Okay, next up was going to be... I'm going to delete you. I'm going to stop building convoys, and I'm going to add Derry-class heavy cruisers to the Dravy Navy. I'm going to make one more convoy, and then you're going to switch out to that. We need a bunch more oil. From the Mexicans, of course. Let's buy that from the Pacific State, shall we? So the fuel which is currently in my tanks is being bought from the Mexicans. Lovely. You let them attack you. Okay, can I get any more mechanized? No. "44 days away from Marines." We're going to need to do something about manpower soon. Well, actually, once we have Denmark, then we could actually start using the Danes as our marine troops. I mean, they're Vikings. They're used to sailing. It's fine. They'll feel right at home. Counterattack. Well, you are low on organisation. Same thing. You're all attacking, so you're all going to be low on organisation. This is attacking into the mountains, but actually, tanks don't suck in the mountains. They suck in forests, they suck in swamps, but not mountains. Something that surprised me. And you can see that by going to the... whoops. Here. The overall bonuses here, forest. We have a minus 22% attack in forest. And in mountains, it's only minus 8. Mechanized units are pretty good in mountains. They suck the hardest in jungle and swamp. Oh, actually, marsh is only 10%. So they're worst in jungle and then urban. They're not actually that bad in forests either. Maybe that's light tanks that are rubbish in forest. That could be. Counterattack. Then we'll use this to punch through. And go through the centre there, and maybe we'll be able to loop around behind. That's the goal anyway. Oh, you're counter-attacking me, that's unfortunate. Depends on whether there's anyone here. I would suspect there is. Okay, we're getting a decent number of fighters now at least, but we will need manpower to man them. You guys are still training. Mechanized is at 400, which means that we can turn you into Reform Gallagleich. Fire brigades, organisation for tanks and everyone else, and then we can get backhand blow, which is 50% faster even, which is very nice. Oh, you're attacking me. I am okay with this. What are you short on? Manpower. You'll be fine. Yes, counterattack. This gets us across the river. Booyah! In which case, drive around the top again and meet me over there. Alright, I think that we need to try and punch across. When do you arrive? 14 hours. When do I arrive? 20 hours. Let's go this way. Pin them. Come on, tanks. Actually, let's strategic move you. And that will get you there faster. Come on, chop chop. Oh, you made it. Yeah, there. And then we should get a very nice cutoff from this. All of this is a cutoff. Can't get through here. This would work too. You're coming down to attack me. That's fine. So long as you don't attack me here. Although actually I'm going to have another tank coming in soon. You've just doubled up. Excellent. And you're attacking into me because I got there first. Yay, tanks! Decryption. Get me another one. Jolly good. Aha, tanks have arrived. We can come up here and grab Phoenix. I think these guys are making a run for it. So we need to kind of stop that if we can. Improve safety. Excellent. Let's get the next level, which is the Irish women in the workplace. Ireland has in the past been a principally conservative nation held in the thrall to the Catholic Church. Irish republicanism and nationalist movements have begun to influence opinions, however, and there is a growing demand for women to be emancipated from the home and granted more independence, creating more employable workers and boosting our economy. My regular mechanized aren't actually mechanized, they just have medium tanks. So they have decent breakthrough for what they are, but they are primarily infantry, while the reformed are mechanized rather than infantry. Ton more expensive, but they're also a newer model, like just generally overall. Right, when you arrive, we're going to make sure that you merge into this. Oh, you got attacked. Oh, you cheeky bastards. Oh, come on then, Pacific States. This is when you need to launch your offensive. You beat me. Bugger. Well, bugger. Need you to back off so you can get your organization back again. Okay, you've made it there. Cool. Actually, let's bring you around here. Widen this corridor. Although I hate the fact that this still remains open. Oh, they reinforced. And you're attacking me now. I need to keep an eye that they don't try and take this province. You're attacking into them, which is good. They might be about to back off. Let's keep them busy. See if we can cut across there. A little bit dangerous, but it looks like the Pacific States are actually moving forwards now. So if we can catch them here and hold them there, then that would be really strong. Oh, you attacked me again. Damn it! Marines, finally! Minus 42, we should be getting the M2 carbine. We can do that now! So, Marine template. Let's take a look. It's terrible. More Marines. More Marines. More Marines. More Marines. More Marines. More. 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 Artillery. Artillery. Marines. Marines. Artillery. Artillery. We're going for a firepower heavy template here. Because that means I'm not using manpower. Manpower is where I'm low. So we're going just for like maximum breakthrough. Support artillery. Field hospital. Engineer. And recon. Still costs 17,000 manpower though. Eugh. Yeah, they are not cheap. Yeah, except armoured are terrible at doing amphibious assaults. Absolutely terrible. Green screen is... Oh, it is. How did that happen? Steady. There we go. Fixed. So what was I saying? Yeah, I sometimes use armoured, so for this I wouldn't use medium tanks in Marines, but if I was using heavy armour, then I probably would, just because it gives them the extra armour and just makes them really tough. So they would have big penalties, but I don't think that penalty translates to the armour penalty. It's just their breakthrough, or their attack is reduced. With medium tanks, they don't give enough armour, really, so I'd just rather have the extra firepower. Because as far as I'm aware, artillery doesn't have as big a penalty. When do you arrive? You're being attacked. No, when do you arrive? Let me rephrase that. When do you arrive? I can't see when you leave. Right. Just keep them pinned there for as long as you can. Keep going. Okay, they've arrived. You pin them. You drive. Marvellous! No, they've run! Shit! Hang on. Ah! Why did you run? You still have organisation! White piece. Really? You gave that up? Actually, I think you took Baja from them. So technically this was a Pacific States victory. Alright. Right, how's your training? It's actually going pretty well. And we have enough mechanized for another 2. Kind of. Okay, and then there's 2 left. Sweet. And we are building light cruisers and heavy cruisers. Excellent. Right, Dravy Navy. We have one of the light cruisers. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do with that light cruiser is we're going to split you out. And this is going to be the Fenris fleet. It's going to have the main admiral person. You can have the backup. And then any further ships that get built go to the Fenris fleet. Because they are my reaching out, attacky things. Yeah. Whatever that word's called. And it's definitely not reaching out attacky thing. Force power projection, that's the word. Power projection. They're the way that I move around and invade stuff. But it will need a couple more ships. So how many of those do I produce? Almost 5 a year of both. Interesting. That's actually okay. Wow, you can build cruisers really quite quickly. Heavy cruisers. Well, I guess that's also because of my production bonus. Right. I did get the construction speed thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is why I'm building so many. 15% reduction in build cost for ships is awesome. And we could actually build them even faster if we focused on naval production, which we might do for the next next thing, because we are building quite a lot of fighters at the moment. We have 200 odd, which is enough for like an official offensive. I'm not really expecting like Denmark to have a huge air force, for example. And by a huge air force, I mean any aeroplanes at all. Alright, volunteer forces have returned. There is one other thing which I need for a naval invasion, and that is to make sure I can actually do naval invasions. We can send 10 men at a time. How many troops does Denmark have? About 10. Now, it is possible that Denmark could join someone like Mitteleuropa or something. Although everyone else seems to have their own problems right now. Is the Entente fighting someone? Turkestan. How you haven't beaten them yet, I don't know. But apparently that war is still ongoing. Okay, Bull's back. Let's merge you guys together. 16 mechanized, with a third of them being somewhat experienced. Not hugely experienced, but somewhat. Atomic research, good. Let's get radio so we can get those reinforcements going faster. I'm sure there are other things I need, but eh. And how are we doing for mechanized? 200. That depends. What did you say? How's the production going? Okay, we're well and truly working on the infrastructure now. We should have 100... No, we have 80% everywhere. Hang on, let's do the Leinster, Ulster first. And then we can work on the other ones. Because these are 100%, so we get them done faster. Okay. So we want you on convoy escort, Eastern North Sea. No, we're going to have to attack into the north, so we're going to have to go into the Baltic with you as well. Yeah. I was kind of hoping not to have to do that. Right, Danish Navy, I'm going to assume is more than 2 ships. It's quite a few more than 2 ships. I mean, a load of them will be submarines, I reckon. But that should be alright. 500 mechanized, so I'm just going to select both of you, Reform Galagleich. And training! That's the last of them. Puppet Denmark, yeah, that is the plan. I'm going to use their manpower to make more marines, probably. Although that does mean that I'm going to have to build up the army experience once more. And for attacking Denmark, you really need marines because of all the strait crossings. I'm really not sure just how effective my blitzkrieg modern armor, medium armor is going to be. I'm just glad that we've virtually caught up technologically. I was really worried about that because we were getting really quite far behind. Ooh, what's this? A Dutch naval invasion of Petrograd, aka St. Petersburg, aka Leningrad. Make 11 mechanized today. That's good. We have 4,000 medium tanks. Yeah, we really need SPGs. Like, once we have the Collins IMA 41, then we'll get the SPG version of them and probably start producing those. Although, thinking about it, we're going to be able to get the Clark M43s next year, and it's November already. When's that complete? 44 days. Yeah, so we'll wait for January. We'll get the 43 medium tank, and we'll get those instead. What's happening in Belgium? I don't think anything is. No. It's just the puppets. You have Flanders and Wallonia. The Dutch-speaking part and the French-speaking part. They might be flipping governments or something. Excuse me. I'm yawning. Syndicalists and syndicalists. They are still puppets of the Commune of France. Who is based in Łódź in Poland. I'd forgotten they hadn't actually beaten them. Kind of hilarious.